Alright guys, for us to start this build, you need a 25 by 23 block square. I have marked out the little outline of the base inside of this square, but that starts from here, from that white block to that white block is going to be 25. From this white block to that white block is going to be your 23. We are going to want to dig on the inside of these perimeters right here. So we want to start by going down at least 8 blocks deep. Alright guys, now that we've gotten our hole dug out, what we're going to want to do now is pick an entrance point. It doesn't matter which side you pick, it just matters when it comes down to decoration. So, once you've picked your side, I'm going to use this side. I like the way this side looks a little bit better than this side. So I'm just going to use this side over here. You're going to want to push these walls 2 blocks back everywhere except for your entrance. We are going to work on that a few minutes later. We want to make sure that it looks good. So we're going to take, and remember, don't delete the top layer of grass. We are going to use that. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way down. For every wall that you have in this build, you want to go down 2 blocks back. Look, there's a baby cow and a baby pig. But anyways, if you've already gotten yours dug out, it should look something like this. You should have a 2-block perimeter around everything that I told you to dig out. We did leave the roof to look like this. And the reason is because we've already dug out for our walls that we'll put up, our decorative walls. So you will no longer have to dig out for that. So this is why we made one large square. It will come together as separated rooms later on. But now let's go ahead and get focused on this entrance. So go to your spot, whether it be this side or this side, where you picked your entrance, and let's start from there. Alright, so we want to start working on our entrance at this point. So I've marked out my entrance over here. Like I said in the beginning, it didn't matter which side you chose, but we need to go to that side that you did choose. And it should look like this on the inside. So we do know we're going to be 1 block over for the ceiling. So our walls will start here and right about here for the inside of this build. So we want to mark out where our doors are going to be at. We need to put at least 1 door here and 1 door right about there. That leaves us enough room to get our water on the inside for our water elevators. And it leaves us enough room to decorate the entrance to the water elevator. So everything that I've got marked outline, we are going to put down with these bricks right here, just like this. On the corners, we're going to want to use the red netherrack brick. Just to kind of change up the diameter a little bit, make it look a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and place down basically all of my stairs that I need to do in the corners so that I do not forget to do them. Alright, so now that we've gotten the corners done, we are now able to venture into just doing the same process but on the outside perimeter. So we're going to delete these blocks on my screen that I've gotten laid down to mark everything out, and then I'll run through this to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to do it just like this. If the donkey will get out of my way. And we will do this for the entire top of this section right here, the outside perimeter. Alright, now that you've gotten the outline of the base done, we can kind of start working more towards this side right here. So we are going to place trap doors down right here, just like that. And we don't want to leave the grass, so we're going to get rid of the grass real quick. And we are going to use a polished black stone for this. I think that looks really good, and we want us a little bit of a pathway right here to our things. Then want to take and put a polished black stone wall right here, just like that. Now that you've gotten that done, we will venture into the purple stained glass. So we are going to run purple stained glass just like this, all the way on top to fill in this area, just like this. Okay, so now that you have laid down your purple stained glass, your build should start looking something like this right here. It is slowly starting to come together. So now you want to go down into your base, and we will begin the decorating on the inside of the base. Okay, so now that we are on the inside of the base and we are ready to start decorating, what we're going to want to do first is move these doors, because those were just for, you know, show just then. But we want to start placing our floors. So we are going to use a warped wooden planks because I think they look great, especially for the type of build that we are doing. So we're going to want to fill this area in with these planks real fast. Okay, so now that that is done, we can start actually putting the walls together as well. I'm going to use polished blackstone brick. I think it looks pretty good. So the first thing we want to do is dig out this area right here for your entrance. Remember, I said that was going to be the last wall we would have to dig out. And that is only because we need to put our wall up. Alright, so I'm going to fill in some of these holes that I made just now. That way we don't have problems later on. And we just want to do this right here. Alright, so now that we are done with that, we are going to want to build our walls. And what you're going to want to do is remember that we have 2 blocks back for each room, right? So you're going to want to draw out your rooms just like that. So now we need to work on this as well. This division right here will be just like that. Something that I may need to point out is, yes, you will have double thick walls. The reason behind that is when we go to build our centerpiece, our nether room, we are going to want to decorate those walls accordingly. So we made the walls double thick. That way we could actually change the color of the room a little bit, and we wouldn't have to worry about it being splotchy on the outside of this build. So there is a reason behind that. If you were making a mistake on that, you are not making a mistake. I should have explained that a little bit better, but hopefully I caught it before it was a little bit too late. Alright, so now what you want to do is you're going to take and you're going to break this dirt around this perimeter just like this. And we are going to place our blackstone around the perimeter. So you're going to want to do this for every single room. Once you have done that, you will again begin to lay down the brick just like this. This will give us the illusion of a taller ceiling and make it look a little bit cleaner. It also breaks up that black that we have as well, because that is a dark, bold color statement for this house. So you want to repeat that process on the entire house. Now that you have this perimeter done, we can move on to decorating our nether room. You're going to start right here where your entrance is. And then you're going to work your way around this L shape, and you're going to put your door somewhere along here. I've just got this broken out so we can get in here. Once we get this done, we will decide where the door will go. Alright, so we've gotten the nether room kind of decorated. You can do this however you decide you want to do it, but if you want to copy what I did, I removed one section of the back wall to make the room one wall bigger. I dug out right here to put the lava, and then I just kind of terraformed as if it was bleeding into each other. That's all I really did. And then we placed our nether portal right here dead in the center. So that looks pretty good from the top. If you come up, you can see this nice looking room from the top, and I think it looks pretty good. Alright guys, now that we are done with that, we are going to want to start working on our little chest hallway. So we're going to start by placing a chest 1 block over from the furthest wall. And then we'll do 2 just like this, all the way down to the very end of this room. Now, what we want to do is, we do want to make a little bit of a support beam. So we're going to run these all the way up like that. We're going to skip 1. And then we're going to run 1 all the way up just like that. And these will basically be support beams. Just something to break up the wall a little bit. You know, obviously they don't actually do anything, but they will bring this build together a lot. Alright, so now that that is done, we will run 1 more chest high just like this. Just like so. Alright, so now that you're done with that, you want to take and put these just like this on top of those pillars that do not go all the way to the roof. Then we are going to take And we're going to put warped trap doors around this. Trying to keep that color scheme going without making everything look like it's blending in together. So we don't want to use too much blue and we don't want to use too much red. Now that that is done, we will actually take and light these on fire. This is going to be our main source of light at nighttime, but it also adds a little bit of texture to this. Okay, so now that you are done with this, you're going to want to place these beams around. It is a support beam, so I'm going to run it just like this right here. I know we could delete the actual corner, but what this does is this adds depth to our build. So you want to put that like that, and then we want to run it just like that in these corners as well. Okay, so now that we are done with that, we want to work on these entrances and these doors real fast. And we need to darken up this wall just a little bit to make it look a little more evil. So we need to come over, what, 1 block right here. And we are going to do this just like we did the beams, okay? Straight up, except we are going to add right here an upside down stair. And then we are actually going to connect these across just like that. And this will give us a little bit of room that we are going to be able to put decorations and stuff like that up there. And then I want to run this right here straight up like that just to give this door a little more pizzazz. I think that looks a lot better. Right here we need a door as well. And luckily it lines up just right with this right here. So we are going to go 1 block over. And we're going to add that 1 block over, and we're going to add that, and we're going to run this all the way up to the ceiling just like we did that one. All we're doing to this door is repeating the same process as over there. Just like that. And then we will be able to add our nice pretty decorations up top. Alright, since we've gotten this done, we have a little bit more room now for chests. So we're going to add 2 chests just like this. Boom, 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 and boom. Alright, and then we'll add the same thing on this side right here. And then we are going to run this just like that. Now that we have that, we are going to add just a few barrels. And it looks like we ran those a little bit on the lower side. We were supposed to run them up top just like this. So we've got a couple barrels there. Just like that. So we've got plenty of storage built up in this room right here. Now we need to work on our enchanting. Alright, so once you are done with that, you want to break these blocks right in the center point, and you are going to dig a 5x7 room that is 3 blocks tall. Once you've gotten that and dug out, then you will take and place your enchantment table right in the center. And I did not mean to do that. Just like that. Once that is done, you are going to take and run your bookshelves just like this. Then you want to take and place an anvil right here, and you want to take and place your grindstone right here. Once you have that done, you can also take and place your ender chest right here. You're going to run a few barrels across the top. This is not my enchantment room design. I have seen this design done before. I cannot remember who did it, but I liked it because it gave you everything you needed. Once that is done, then you're going to take and you're going to run your stairs right here to make that look a little bit cleaner. And then we are going to place a crafting table right about here. Just like that. So this design gives you basically everything that you need for your enchantment table. You will become enchantment level 30 on this. So it gives you everything you need. Alright, now that that is done, we will begin decorating this location. You're going to want to remove 1 layer of dirt just like this. Once that is done, you will grab your stairs and you will begin to place them around the top. Just like that. And when you are done with that, then you will also grab a half slab and place that right in the center. Just like this. Now that that is done, you will begin to place your walls. Also, I want to say we need to use red brick right here, not the color that we have on our ceiling. We do not want to use the same color over and over and over again. Alright, once that is done, we will begin to do our flooring. Now that you have this done, you can turn around and place your door from this side. That way you have depth in your door. On the outside of this door, we are going to want to copy the same process that we used on these other doors as well. Alright, now that we are done with our door, it should look something like this. We want to throw a little bit of a decoration up here, so we're going to drop a bookshelf and a magma cube up here. That really breaks that area up and makes it look pretty good. You can also throw us a magma cube up there as well. And we'll want to put one over here to go ahead and spice that up just a little bit. But once again, we walk into our room and it looks like this. We also do need to put some sort of lighting in here. For our lighting purposes, I'm actually going to run 2 end rods because I think they look cool. You can also sit maybe a lantern up top right there. But in this corner right here, I actually want to run 2 armor stands. And what that's going to be is for you to place your armor on after you've gotten done enchanting it. Okay, so for our bedroom, what you're going to want to do is we're going to build us a little bit of a platform. Just like that. Then we are going to take slabs and place them down like that. Right here, we are going to want to place a block just like this. Just like that as well on the other side. And then we are going to want to do the same thing up top. Then we will place our armor stand just like this. And then we are going to want this to come down on top of the armor stand's head. Just like that. After that, what you want to do is you want to take and you want to place your bed right here. Just like that. And then we want to run magma cubes like this. And then right here, we are going to take the same warped stem and we're going to place it down below. Just like this. And then we will take and place it like this as well. And then we are going to run a nether brick slab like that. Just to break up that wall a little bit. Then we're going to place 2 more like that. And then place those like that. That gives you a pretty cool little background for your bed right there. Then we want to take and we want to place purple carpet right like this. And that's kind of signifying your nether portal a little bit. Now you want to take and grab your barrels. You're going to place your barrels just like this all the way up on both sides. Just like that. Now you can take and place your black stone wall just like this as well. Once you are done with that, then you can place your armor on your armor stand. Don't forget about the gold boots because we are in a nether themed world right now. So then we're going to do our full gold armor as well. And that pretty much completes the decoration side of the bedroom. Other than the fact that I do want to add some sort of fire somewhere. Alright, so I'm going to place soul sand right here. And then I'm going to ignite that soul sand. That way I have a blue flame right here in front of the bed. And I think that that looks fantastic, guys. Gives us light in the room. as well as another aspect of danger, because the Nether is dangerous, and that's what we're trying to capture in this house right here. So we've gotten our Nether portal done. We've gotten our storage section done. We've gotten our bedroom done, and we have gotten our enchanting room done. Okay, for our Nether house, we will need a sort of a Nether kitchen. So we are going to use quartz because quartz is something that you find in the Nether. We are going to leave 2 gaps right here for the sink. And then we are going to do our refrigerator right around here. And then we'll do 1 more cabinet space to hide our little bit of a redstone refrigerator. So all you do is you put that right there, and then you place your door right here, and then you'll just place a button, and then you're able to shoot food out into your inventory. And then we're going to place our sinks right there, and we want to put maybe 1 more kitchen countertop right there, and then we are going to add our furnaces. Then we will need to add at least 1 or 2 more blocks to kind of make this right here level. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take item frames, and we're going to place item frames along here just like so. And then you're going to take top snow. You're going to place just like that right there. Once you have that done, then you can start adding your kitchen counter cabinets right up above these right here, just like that. Then we're going to want to run 1 right here, probably all the way down just like that right there. Then you are going to take your crimson trap doors, and you're going to line them up just like this. I want to leave 2 blocks right there just like that. And that is how you make your kitchen cabinets, just like that. And we also need to run some sort of a ventilation system for our kitchen. And since this is Nether themed, we will run our bright crimson red brick walls just like this right here. And then we are going to cap it off with a quartz slab. That way you get kind of a kitchen hood exhaust duct thing going on right there. But it also gives you a little bit of color to break it up. Now we need to add decorations. And it is really hard to add decorations as far as Nether goes because they are usually full blocks. But we are going to just get flower pots and kind of make stuff that looks similar to the Nether and put it on our countertops. Alright, so we have our decorations picked out. We are going to add a flower pot right about here. We're going to add a wither rose to that. Then along here, we are going to add, as if you've got something sitting on your fridge top, we are going to add a wither skull. And we also have these black candles as well that we can add. And then we've got a few red candles that we can add over here to add a little bit of detail, make it look like you've got stuff on top of your countertops. And then we need to place our lava in our kitchen sinks just like that, because this is a Nether theme and you want to keep it, hot in here. Alright, and then we are going to take levers and we're going to place them down like that as if they are faucet sinks. Alright, now that you are done with your kitchen, you're going to want to run these cross beams like we did in the other room. And all you have to do is skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in between. And then when you get right here, we won't have anything else because this is our kitchen. And then you'll just run 1 block on the side corner right here and 1 right here. And that will pretty much be it as far as this crossbeam situation goes. Now that we have these though, we can make some sort of a decoration on each one of these. We're going to want these to kind of hold something valuable. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run a stair right here, a stair right here, and then run this along there to give us a little bit of a shelving space. And I want you to do this for every single one of them except for when we get down to the kitchen. Once you get that done, then you'll take your walls and you'll start putting these on the edges just to add a little more texture and depth to this little design on the wall. Just like that. Now, as far as decorating goes, I would like to add blocks, random assortment of blocks here and there that I believe I would find, you know, that look like they're associated with the Nether. They don't necessarily have to come exactly from the Nether, but I think it's something cool that you can add to the build that makes it look more authentic. And you can do this however you choose to do. This is just the way that I'm wanting to do it. Now for the floor, what I want to do is I want to dig it out to about right here. And we are going to go down one level just like this. And we are going to add a lava pool. Once the lava pool is done, it should look something like this right here. And this is just, you know, to add light and a little bit of terror to your build. Alright, so the only thing left to build would be a brewing room. So we want to add plenty of storage for this. We're going to go all the way up like this right here. And that should be tall enough. And then we're going to add like this right here. And then we want to run our tables along the wall just like this. Bam, like that. And then we will actually be able to come across on the other side and do the same thing right here for a little bit of tabletop storage. Okay, so we are done with the brewing room. I went and kind of readjusted the decorations a little bit off camera just now, but all we really did was move a little bit around. I kind of added this post right here because I felt like it was missing it. But other than that though, I mean, it's just basic decorating and you can kind of do it however you want to. You don't really have to follow exactly what I did, but I did put the purple carpet down to kind of break the room up a little bit and added a little bit of texture to the carpet. Purple goes along with the Nether portal, so I figured it'd be a good way to break it up. But here we are with our little decorations on our ceiling. I'm going to leave this space empty so you can kind of add what you want right here. You can put your trophies. I was thinking more like a little trophy section, you know, like you could dig these little walls out and you can put in there whatever you want to put in there. But other than that though, everything's pretty good to go. This right here is shoot food out to you. And one more little recap. We've got our storage. We've got plenty of that to go. We've got our enchanting room, which to me looks magnificent. We've got our bedroom. I did kind of add a little bit of a door right here to change that up. So we've got a magma cube nightlight going on. And I added these right here just to fill the room up a little bit so you wouldn't walk all the way right here. You go straight through in the middle of the flames because you don't want to get burned by accident. And then we've got our Nether portal, which I think this room looks great as well. I added a little bit of a door trim around this to make it look a little bit better, but we've got our vines growing good on this side right here. Now we need to take care of these water portals real quick. So we need to get our polished blackstone back out and we need to find our water real fast. And then we want to dig this spot out so it looks a little bit better. We're going to put our blackstone right here, just like this. Sorry guys, before you put your soul sand down in your magma cube, you're going to want to put a piece of sand down. That way when you drop your water in, you can grow your kelp and eliminate all the bubbles. It turns it into one piece of water basically. Just like that. And then you break the sand and you do your magma cube. Alright, then you want to go on this other side and you want to do the same thing. You want to drop your water from the top, just like this. And then you want to take and you want to build kelp all the way to the top, just like that. And then after you break it, you'll take and you'll put your soul sand. What this is going to do is this is going to act like you're up. So it's going to shoot you up to the top, just like that. And this one should bring you all the way down to the bottom. Alright guys, at this point the base is pretty much done. And it looks pretty fantastic from above, guys. I really like the idea. Building a nether base is extremely difficult because of how the blocks are and what colors they are. But I think we made it work, guys. I think it looks pretty good as an underground base. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you enjoyed what we did today.